So, we've made it to rank B, but now we gotta reach rank A. We gotta consult Emma. This is part 22 of Legends Z-A. And I believe it's only gonna get much tougher from here. How tough? Yeah, really tough. We're in rank B, and at this point, we're basically much more stronger than ever. But this game's gonna test me and then some. And I wonder what other new zones are they gonna reveal this time. Not much, but this whole place is filled with side stuff. Will this mean I have to force the fight against these things? Yeah. Alright. Guess it's time to fight, huh? Fine. Ah, there you are, Eevee. Now may I please catch you this time? About time. But now this means I gotta find me multiple Eevees. Dude. What's with these guys? Finally got an Eevee. About time, too. Ooh! This one! Guess it's time for me to break it down. And as for you, out of my way. Hello, Audino. You're basically my go-to experience hog. Oh yeah, I should have taken him down in one shot. Damn it! Why is it that it's not strong enough? It doesn't matter. Finding and beating them down is going to be more than enough. More of them? This never ends, does it? Never does. Or as I would say, it never stops. Yeah, finally got an Eevee, but I'm missing one other Pokemon. And it's that other... Yeah. Let's meet up with Emma now. Besides, we have much to do. Your work's done. Return.
Glad to see you too, Mimi. Hello there. What can I do for you today? If this is about your case, I've narrowed down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumiose within the last few years. Thanks, Emma, but it's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We need to find Destiny's opponent for his next promotion match. Do you have a name? Grisham. Grisham. I know of a name. One of the top-ranked trainers in the Z-A Royale, or so I've heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. Do you still want to know?
Yes.
I figured you'd say that. Okay, I know what to do. If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you when I know. Come on, let's head outside.
Don't forget that we still have to do the Beyonce mission. Alright. What is it this time now? Much better.
You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the Z-A Royale, but she'd be in the top ranks for sure. Are you ready to battle me? I'll be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Malamar, everyone, let's go.
We face off against Detective Emma. And she starts the fight with an Ampharos. It begins. That wasn't gonna cut it. Now it sends out a Mawile. Yeah. Now it sends out next a Lopunny. Next it sends out a Lucario. That wasn't gonna cut it. And now it sends out a Malamar.
My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirit.
It Mega Evolved. Two can play at that game. Mega Sika! Sadly, you go down just as fast.
Good thing those old guys aren't here to see this. Tell me, what do you two know about Team Flare? They're the group that caused all that trouble for Kalos 5 years ago, right? Exactly right. Their group was led by a man named Lysandre. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he's reappeared, calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with a mysterious Pokemon. It seems suspicious, so I decided to investigate them. Not for a client, just for me. But everything I've uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumiose. So it's not the old guard we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone who was involved in Team Flare. That's how I heard what I'm about to tell you. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently they tried a few different things, including making the expansion suit that I use. Another one of their efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught, though it's not clear if Grisham is even a real name or not. And now it seems Grisham is taking part in the Z-A Royale. But why? To what end? Could it still be for Team Flare? There's no real saying for sure. Not until I do some more digging, at least. You know what? I bet Mable at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham. You mean Mable knows him? Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mable to decide how much she wants to share. Thanks for the tip, Emma. I'll do some investigating of my own. You should go to the research lab and see what Mable says, Destiny. Indeed. Let's head to the research lab then. That's way back in Route 1. Still trying to get what I missed, of course. Alright, let's head inside and maybe get ourselves some answers. Yeah, third floor. That rat! That vile little man! I can't believe that mayor! It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. And it's not even like I can tell him off. Not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. But that doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director of this place. Mable, is everything okay? Are you making progress on my research tasks? Yeah, but I want to know about Grisham. Grisham? Who could that be? Someone in the Z-A Royale. The Z-A Royale, huh? Seems you already know more about Grish than I would have thought. Fine. So I used to be a part of Team Flare. Wait, what? I don't really mind telling people, if they're merely curious. But there are still people today who'd react badly if they even hear the words Team Flare, you know? So I don't exactly walk around advertising it. But I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. But I took a plea deal, so I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm always stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokemon energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry, didn't mean for the stop story to spell out. You want to know about Grisham, huh? He was a part of the younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone called him Gris. It means gray, like the color of ashes. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles. Not that he got much chance to show off that skill at the time. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking now joining the Z-A Royale, but if you really gotta know, you might want to try Nouveau Cafe over in Centrico Plaza. What's a Nouveau Cafe? You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid, don't take all the mystery and fun out of life. You're about to walk into a pretty sticky situation, but I'll be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep up the research work too. I knew it was too good to be true. Honestly. Guess it doesn't seem to be much of a choice.
Well, this is it.
The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink?
If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady there.
I'd like to order one promotion match with you.
Well, isn't this entertaining? It looks like you managed to find your next opponent. The quiet master of Centrico Plaza's famed Nouveau Cafe truck is indeed just a front. The truth is, I'm one of the top-ranked trainers in the Z-A Royale, the foremost trainer in Rank B, and the boss of Team Flare Nouveau. Yes, you found me. Grisham, at your service. I've got my own goals to achieve, goals that have brought me to the Z-A Royale, which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however. Shall I explain the whole thing?
Grisham, you know this kid is with Oz. There's no point even trying to explain it all to someone on Oz's side.
This is Grisham, one of my comrades in Team Flare Nouveau.
Let's just take this kid down, right here, right now, while we've got the chance.
Grisham, please do calm yourself. Nouveau Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses. It's no place to start a commotion.
Fine, I sent you a location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop, then head over.
If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your own way. We'll meet you there. Looks like we got a head right here. I've got a lot of Pokemon I need to get my hands on now. Hopefully enough. Let's first regenerate, and then gear up. Let's go. I gotta be ready for the worst. And I'll most likely in the post-game do the side story where you get a lucky egg. Because that's actually important, so that way if you want to level up your team even stronger, you should be able to do that. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, that's it. Thanks for your time. Another elevator that needs fixing? Alright. Let's do this.
Shh, quiet. Otherwise the beast will notice us. Don't you see it? That giant watchdog? I've been waiting for it to go somewhere else, but it hasn't budged one bit. There's no way my Pokemon could beat that huge thing. If only there was a trainer around here that could take it down.
The burning gaze of Watchog. Fine, I'll do it. Yeah, let's battle it. Yeah, it's at level 50. Yeah, I guess it's not much of a choice, am I right? And now, you're mine.
Hey, that was amazing. You really must be a strong trainer to win against that big critter. I guess you wanted to head up using the elevator too, huh? So much fun exploring the rooftops, isn't it? All the different ways the buildings connect. Not to mention you can find rare items and Pokemon up there too. Normally I like to keep all the goodies for myself, but you show up first this time. You're the reason we can use the elevator now after all.
I really need to devote my time to these side quests. Maybe during the post game I'll do that. During the post game, I'm just gonna basically devote a lot of my time to the side stuff. Like, I mean, there's like tons of side quests I gotta complete. Don't harm me and I don't harm you. That's simple. Plus the mega shards I can get. There's like so many. Yeah, because if you want to get all the mega stones, very good. More research. Interesting. This must be it. Time to get to work.
Look at you, waiting like a good little boy.
I imagine you must be asking yourself why we would want to meet at such a spot.
This is Lysandre Cafe.
It was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it is an empty storefront. No one has had any desire to rent a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. And since no one wants it, we've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as a base for Team Flare, or more rightly, for Team Flare Nouveau. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? Yes.
What could an outsider like you know about what Team Flare really was?
Grisham.
Grisham, this kid is our enemy. He's nothing but an obstacle to all the goals we hope to achieve for Team Flare Nouveau. There's no point in trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him.
The world has not been kind or forgiving toward those of us who are a part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too understandable, sad though it is, that some harden their hearts in response, like Grisham here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Grisham once she is set on a course of action. Though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before our promotion match, I must ask. Please, won't you grant Grisham the battle she desires? There doesn't seem to be much of a choice.
Fight me.
Sure, I'll win.
I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the Z-A Royale.
You sure? We face off against Grisham of Team Flare Nouveau. And she starts the fight with a Talon Flame. Cute. course you do this. This time I've gotten a lot stronger. Sends out an Aerodactyl. Okay. Yeah, hit the floor. There's no fighting back once you're frozen. Oh, you see, she has a Metagross! Dude, what? What is with her team? Oh, you want to play tough, huh? Yeah, don't do that. Now she sends out a Camerupt. She brings out a Lava Plume. That's a relief. Her last one, Pyroar.
I've got to win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way.
A Mega Pyroar! Well, if that's the case, let me show you. Mega Sinka! You get wrecked. Have a nice day. Now move aside.
This is ridiculous. I lost. My Pokemon lost.
That was well fought. I expected nothing less from Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumiosa City. I'd say it's time for a little coffee break.
Voila! One Ampharos, our signature drink at Nouveau Cafe. That should have perked up the Pokemon who battled for us as well.
Now that we're all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare and what it is we hope to accomplish. Please join us inside. Alright, I want me some answers. The fiery red of Lysandre's burning passion. That is what fills this Lysandre Cafe. And here in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the Z-A Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysandre, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set its sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysandre made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? That weapon was Oz's creation. You may only see Oz as the kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home, but if he had never built something so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, then Lysandre would have never been driven to such madness. and we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. And now it appears Oz is out to save Lumiose, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I've said. That is why I invite you, Destiny, to witness the truth yourself. How's that? You'll see. Open sesame! Beyond that door lies the former Lysandre Labs. It was a facility for used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned Oz's secrets for ourselves. That is where we learned of the terrible weapon that Oz created. You must see the truth with your own eyes, if you are to fully understand how awful it is.
Lysandre Labs was designed to be labyrinthine. And of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you ever get to see the truth for yourself.
Welp, time to see for myself. And maybe get a little stronger in the process.
I figured enough time had passed for you to have gotten yourself in some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysandre Labs? If so, there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You'll need to find an elevator key. There should be one lying around there somewhere.
Indeed, we now need to find it. But as we do so, we might find ourselves some challenges. Help! Guess it's time to fight, huh? Good, we've captured a Houndoom. There's nothing here except this thing. The lights are back on and nearby warp panel should work now. Let's see where each of these lead. We gained the first lab keycard. And there's a Manectric here. Good. We gain a TM for Dark Pulse. Now let's check out these teleporters. Wait, we were already here. Alright, that should unlock it. A Noivern! Get down! That completes Wild Zone 18. Good. Yes, it's time to do this. Yeah, you burned my friend, and now you're gonna get it. Who would have guessed Gardevoir would be the last one to level up faster? If I had a rare candy, then that would not be an issue. Or do I? Well, at least it's now level 70. Now let's activate the switch. Good. Ugh. Let's add in this teleporter here. Got a rare candy, that's a relief. Got keycard B. Let's use this to open the way forward. A bell dump! These things are rare. Yeah, these things they're basically pseudo-legendaries. And they're not gonna let me catch you without a fight. Seriously, Beldums? Having one of these would have definitely helped. Alright. Guess we'll do it the hard way then. That did nothing. Okay, Moonblast. Guess not. My Pokemon are essentially 20 levels higher than the base ones. Got a Thunderstone I can use. If I get more Eevees, I can start evolving them into different evolutions, like Jolteon, Vaporeon, etc. Although the one I'm truthfully after is an Espeon. Espeon is my favorite evolution since Gen 2. This should activate the door. Good. Everything should be working. Maybe I should have tried with a dust ball instead. Alright, let's hit the teleporter then. Another nugget. An Alpha Arbok. Well, let's go. Alright, let's Mega Evolve it. Good. Caught me an Alpha Arbok. Seriously, Arbok deserves better. It needs at least a Mega Evolution or something. We gained the lab card key C. Good. Another full restore added. Very good. Can you, like, not do that, please? Got a Firestone. Oh, they're back. Yeah, of course. Another rare candy. Now I gotta see if I can get that Beldum again, because I need that Beldum. Yep, they're back. I knew these things were so hard to get. Very hard to get. Yep. Beldum is going to be a massive pain in the ass to get. And I say that because it's true. Let's move on to the 4th area, and if we're lucky, I might have to try the quick tactic. Because Beldum has a capture rate of 3. And it looks like we're about to face some tough customers. An Alpha Aegislash! Yep, we'll have to defeat it. And he's brought some hot edges with him. Yep, you gotta battle it. Oh, nuts. Ow! That really hurt. Ah! The path is now clear. That got nuts! Well, this has to be it. We obtained the elevator key. We gotta head for the elevator near the entrance. And what's this? One of the standing stones that line Route 10 all the way to the ruins in Geosen Town. These stones apparently behave in a mysterious manner. They emit energy, but when the ultimate weapon is activated, it reverses. Then they begin to absorb energy from Pokemon attached to them. Well, it looks like we did make a lot of progress and unlock the 4th way. But I'm not resting until I get that... until I get it. Yeah, this is like a maze. But not really, because it isn't. And all I wanted was just to get me a Beldum to add to my Pokedex. Seriously, I've seen 208, but only caught, 225. Its habitat is only in this place. Yeah, we'll be done with this shortly. I'm not in the mood to play with you now. Nope. Beldum has not arrived yet. Do I have to wait for their respawn? Up a creek without a paddle, they say. I don't even have nest balls. No, I'm not dealing with you now. You're chasing me all the way this far? Okay. Yep, they're back. Now I gotta make sure I try again. Except this time I'm gonna do it right. A Metang! I guess it's time to fight. That was just the... Why did I do that? Ah, forget it. I've seen a Beldam and a Metang and I threw quick balls at it because I know the capture rate for this is so low. I can always return back here and try again, but man, all I wanted, all I wanted was this to get a Beldam. I am legit not in the mood for this. Now let's use this and head down. Let's head further down. We have to reach the research lab in basement 3F. Well, there's nothing. Nothing but a dead end. Let's head to the lower floor. Some of the machinery powered back on. Security check initialized. Possession of all key cards has been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of systems. Systems rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. 2, the fuel. 3, the legends. 4, our shared dream. Let's play them one by one. The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokémon that had perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosend Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with a little work, but we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe Oz should still possess it, since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. Next up, the fuel. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that had lost his own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? Now, File 3. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon. Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? Now the last one. As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow. And that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world toward a more beautiful future. Sigurd. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was? Oz created that weapon. Then 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Hell! But how? Sigurd seemed to wish that I come to this place. I have lost most of my memories, and yet, this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is Oz. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette, and there was no way to know where that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device, but the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key Oz carried, and so I did. There was an explosion, I remember that much, but though I can't recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth, together with Team Flare's secret base.
But you're still alive!
Sigurd saved me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Sigurd exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect this city, Sigurd must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will emit a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is Oz's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know, and now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Nouveau Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with Oz, then do what must be done. The truth is anything but pleasant. And it's just depressing. Absolutely depressing. What more needs to be said? What more hasn't been said? Because I'll be honest, it's just learning the truth about all this is just messed up. It's just messed up in more ways than one. And the fact that we now know the real truth behind it all, this is just a twist. I have to also wonder if this is basically the Pokemon Z we never got. Because Pokemon X and Y left us with a lot of unanswered questions. Some more often than others. And let's face it, learning the truth can actually be a brutally bitter thing. Now all I'm trying to do now is do what I must. Believe me. Don't mind the noise. Besides, I'm probably gonna do a little bit of work. And I gotta make sure I get my hands on that Beldum. Sadly, it's only gonna get more harder than it already sounds. And yes, they haven't come back yet. Why is it always so frustrating just to capture one steel pseudo-legendary? Trying to catch that pseudo-legendary is a pain in my butt. And it's already a pain even for me. Although if I at least catch one, then the repeat ball could actually be a good effect. There doesn't seem to be a choice now. That was there. Fine. That'll hurt a bit. What the? No way! No freaking way! We actually got a Beldum. After like what? So much effort, so many chances? Oh, guess we gotta do it again. I hate having to do that, you know? Doesn't matter. I got a Beldum I can evolve into a Metang. And then a Metagross. Anyway, let's get out of here. We got what we came for. Getting the Beldum's more than enough. Although now getting repeat balls so I can I'll be right back. Okay, I do apologize for that. But anyway, it's time to finish it. Sorry for that other unexpected interruption in the end, because, family, what can you do, honestly? But the good news is that I caught a Beldum. And catching that's good enough, because at least once you catch a Beldum, you could essentially use repeat balls to catch it repeatedly until you get the one you want. And no way in hell am I going to deal with that, because we're about to have another battle up our sleeves. Seriously. I'm already stressed out enough trying to get everything done. But I'm thankful it's done, at least. So yeah, that's going to be it for this part of Pokémon Legends Z-A. Next part, we're going to head our battle for Rank A. I really don't know what's going to happen, but I do know one thing. We're going to be in for a hell of a fight. All things considered. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. I will see you then. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out.